Good morning and welcome to the video for Monday, July the 20th. This is going to be a video for our upcoming 6th graders. Today we're going to be looking at working with solving equations. This is going to be a similar strategy to the things that we've already done working with easier problems. We're just increasing the difficulty a little bit. So let's take a look at what we are going to work on today. And some of these will have to do with fractions. So for instance, our first example up here, we are going to solve for n. And so n is going to be added to 2/5 to give us a total of 4/5. We would take the 2/5 here and we would subtract it. And so we could say that we are changing the problem, canceling this out by subtracting 2/5 from this side, subtracting 2/5 from this side. And so the answer would be 2/5. For this one, we can use the same strategy. So we can send this part over to the other side. So we're subtracting 55 from both sides. That would give us 0. And so S would be equal to 0. Now, if we can also end up adding instead of subtracting. So I have m minus 14 equals 16. We have a value of negative 14 here. So we would add 14 to this side to get it to cancel out. And we would add 14 to this side. And that would give us 30. And so 30 is going to be equal to m. And for this one, we could do the exact same thing. We would add 12 to both sides, which is going to make this side cancel out. And then we would end up with 35 being our value for x. The last two things that we're going to look at are going to be working with multiplication and division. So I think some of you probably remember doing something similar to this in the past. Maybe we haven't done this. So when we are working with multiplication, we're saying that 4 groups of x is equal to 16. We want to find out what one group of x would be. And so to do that, we would divide by 4. And so we can divide by 4 here. This part is going to cancel itself out. And we would do 16 divided by 4. And so I'm writing it like this because it's going to match what we see down here. We're going to multiply when we get to this one. So 16 divided by 4 would give us 4, so x would equal 4. Now we are saying that 25 is the total of our value for a divided by 5. So we're going to end up multiplying both sides by 5. And so when we do that, this part here is going to cancel itself out. And 25 times 5 would be a. And so a would be equal to 125. So that covers the things I want to go over with you for today. Again, because we're kind of just reviewing things that we've already done, maybe except for the division part, where we're using multiplication on both sides to get to the final answer. We're just working with slightly more difficult things. There isn't as much to talk about for this one. There is a separate video that I'm going to do on Thursday, which is going to work with inequalities. And so with an inequality, what we would end up with is instead of x is equal to something, we would get x is greater than this other thing. And we would give certain values for what x could be to have a correct answer. So that's the type of thing that we'll look around on Thursday with. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Hope you're having a wonderful summer. Hope you have a great day. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video on Thursday.